Hello everyone out there in the EVSC. My name is Benjamin Koenig and I am the K-6 music instructor at Delaware School. I'm here to bring you another music lesson today, but before we get started with that, let's just take a moment to take some mindful breathing and just be calm, alert, and ready to learn. Once again, we have the tropical music in the background and the ambient sounds of nature. As you breathe in today, remember it's 3 seconds in through your nose, hold that in for 4 seconds, and then release for 5 seconds. As you breathe in, try to remember, breathe in all the positives. I know it's an interesting situation we're living in right now, but think of all your positives throughout the day and breathe those in and hold that goodness inside of you before you blow out when you exhale through your mouth all that negativity and just let it blow away on your breeze. Breathe in for 3, hold for 4, exhale for 5. One more time, breathe in for 3 through your nose. Hold 4. Exhale for 5. And we'll stop it there. Every week, I try to pick something that I am passionate about and that I hope you are passionate about too. The first lesson a couple of weeks ago was a musical safari where I focused on animals and music, two things I absolutely love. Then the last week, we focused on surprises and had all kinds of activities that you just got to saw on TV last week about surprising things in music. This week, I'm picking something that has special meaning for me and the curriculum that we actually teach called Songs from Around the Campfire. A couple of hundred years ago, the campfire was really our community circle. That's where people gathered and shared a lot of these folk tales and songs that we're teaching in our fire robbing curriculum that we use in our general music programs and within the Quaver program as well. And some of those songs are hundreds of years old and were passed out around to families around the fire and kind of kept in families until about 100 some years ago, people started recording them. And now we have them and we actually teach a lot of these in our classrooms. And a lot of these songs, yes, are part of our curriculum, but they're actually ones I learned as a Boy Scout when I was in the Scouts about 10 years of my life growing up. And I learned them first around the campfire. Every year I'd go to summer camp for a week, and the beginning of the week we'd have a community fire where we'd share a lot of these folk stories and songs and tales to get everybody excited for the week. And then at the conclusion, we'd have a concluding campfire where we'd sing some more songs and tales and conclude with a special farewell song for everybody. So we're going to do something similar today. First, we're going to learn about a button factory, which is really kind of different and kind of cool. We're going to rhyme to one of my daughter's favorite songs, Down by the Bay. She's made me read the book by Rafi about 5 billion times since we've been on quarantine. So I said, you know what, Reagan, I'm singing it for everybody today. And it's one of my favorite campfire songs. We're going to learn what's really going on in the woods in a very special fire robin song that I love. We're going to move and groove to a very popular campfire song that some of you are going to be like, whoa, that's a campfire song? And that's like decades, if not centuries old? Yeah, it's at least decades old, we know for sure. And then Mr. K has prepared a special song or two at the end of the lesson today. And we'll talk about that later. Let's move right along. Before we do any singing, it's important to have the ambiance that we're in the woods around the campfire. So I have my virtual campfire with crackling sound effects for you. And we have these amazing, lovely trees of learning that our wonderful, amazing art teachers painted last time. So they kind of set the stage for this lesson perfectly today. The first song we're going to go over before we get to Down by the Bay is called The Button Factory. It's actually not a song, it's a chant. And all you have to do with The Button Factory is just say what I do and do what I do. The first time you might want to just listen so you can get the words with your child. Are you ready? Make sure you're in your personal space bubbles and you're not going to touch anybody. And this time you don't have to be level 0 in your bubbles. Be loud and have fun. Here's the chant. My name is Joe, or The Button Factory, that I first did one day once upon a time around the fire. Hi, my name is Joe. I got a wife and 3 kids and I work at the Button Factory. One day the boss comes to me and says, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. He said, turn those buttons with your right hand. Hi, my name is Joe. I got a wife and 3 kids and I work at the Button Factory. One day, the boss comes to me and says, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. He said, turn those buttons with both hands. Hi, my name is Joe. I got a wife and 3 kids and I work at the Button Factory. One day, the boss comes to me and says, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. He said, turn those buttons with both hands and your right foot. Hi, my name is Joe. I got a wife and 3 kids, and I work at the button factory. One day, the boss comes to me and says, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. He said, turn those buttons with your hands and both your feet. Hi, my name is Joe. I got a wife and 3 kids, and I work at the button factory. One day, the boss comes to me and says, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. He said, turn those buttons with your hands, feet, and your nose. Hi, my name is Joe. I got a wife and 3 kids, and I work at the button factory. One day, the boss comes to me and says, Joe, are you busy? And I said, yes, no more buttons. That was always a good chant. In the Boy Scouts, we'd sing that one around the campfire to get everybody kind of moving, grooving, and paying attention to the Scoutmasters. So that's one I've done multiple times. First around the fire, and then as I grew older, my general music teacher taught that to me as well. Now we're going to sing another one of my favorites called Down by the Bay. And Down by the Bay is one of my favorites because you can kind of change the song as you sing it through and come up with different words that rhyme together. And I love words that rhyme, like bee and knee and rhyme and time. So let's see what I come up with. And this is dedicated to my daughter Reagan, who, like I said, has made me read this about 10,000 times since being on quarantine. And she loves the song and loves the book, so this is for you, darling, and everybody else. Let's see if my ukulele's ready to go. By the way, I'm using my ukulele today. There's D major. And here's what we're going to do, boys and girls. The ukulele's clearly ready to go. We're going to do echo response. So I'm going to sing. You sing after me. So I'll sing Down by the Bay. And then you would sing Down by the Bay back to me. Let's try that again. My turn first. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a goose kissing a moose down by the bay? That was pretty good. Nice singing out there, boys and girls. I feel like I'm sitting around the campfire with my old scoutmaster who used to bring a guitar or even sometimes a ukulele just like this and sing to us. Let's try that again. My turn, then your turn. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a whale with a polka-dotted tail down by the bay? That was even better the second time. Let's go again. My turn first, then your turn. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a fly wearing a bow tie down by the bay? Hey, that was fantastic. Let's try it 2 more times. Ready? You're getting better each and every time. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a bear combing his hair down by the bay? All right, last time, boys and girls. Let's give it our best singing voices yet. My turn first, then your turn. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see an apple wearing a apple? Oh, that doesn't work. Did you ever see a horse playing with his friend Morris? Did you ever have a time when you couldn't make a rhyme down by the bay? Woo, boys and girls, you outsang me on that last one. And my brain got kafunkled. I couldn't think of a rhyme. So here's your homework. Maybe sing this song with your parents. Go back on YouTube and watch and listen to the song. Come up with your own funny rhyming words that can go along with Down by the Bay. There's another great campfire song I want to share with you right now. It's about what goes on in the woods. The first time I did this around a campfire, I was probably in about kindergarten, first grade. I was still in Cub Scouts, but I was rolling on the ground laughing when I was done. I call it a chain song, a song that just keeps on building and building and building, and you just don't know what's going to happen. So here's Oh in the Woods. It's a cappella, so I don't need my friend ukulele. A cappella is just when you use your singing voice. So I'm going to sing, you sing after me. We're going to do the motions together. So when I do a motion, you do it with me. And then there is a part where we all sing together, and I'll let you know when that is. Here we go. My turn first, then your turn. Oh, in the woods. Good. There was a tree, the tallest tree that you ever did see. This is the part we'll all sing together. At the end, we put all the motions together. The tree was in a hole, and the hole's on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Beautiful singing. My turn first, then your turn. On that tree, there was a branch, the strongest branch that you ever did see. All together. The branch was on the tree, and the tree's in a hole, and the hole's on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Now on that branch, there was a limb, the most crooked limb that you ever did see. The limb was on the branch, and the branch was on a tree, and the tree was in a hole, and the hole's on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Beautiful singing so far. Now on that limb, there was a nest, the prettiest bird's nest that you ever did see. The nest was on the limb, and the limb was on the branch, and the branch was on a tree, and the tree's in the hole, and the hole's on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Now in that nest, there was an egg, the bluest bird's egg that you ever did see. All together. The egg was in the nest, and the nest was on the limb, and the limb was on a branch, and the branch was on a tree, and the tree was in the hole, and the hole's on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Now in that egg, there was a bird, the babiest bird, I don't know if that's a real word, that you ever did see. The bird was in the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest was on the limb, and the limb was on a branch, and the branch was on a tree, and the tree's in the hole, and the hole's on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Now on that bird, there was a wing, the flappiest wing that you ever did see. All together. The wing was on the bird, and the bird was in the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest was on the limb, and the limb was on the branch, and the branch was on the tree, and the tree's in the hole, and the hole's on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Now on that wing, there was a feather, the fluffiest feather that you ever did see. Beautiful singing all together. The feather was on the wing, and the wing was on the bird, and the bird was in the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest was on the limb, and the limb was on the branch, and the branch was on a tree, and the tree's in a hole, and the hole's on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Now on that feather, yes, there's still more. I heard you. There's still more to the song. There was a bug, the creepiest bug that you ever did see. The bug was on the feather, and the feather was on the wing, and the wing was on the bird, and the bird was in the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest is on the limb, and the limb was on the branch, and the branch is on a tree, and the tree's in the hole, and the hole's on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Now on that bug, there was a germ, the silliest little germ that you ever did see. The germ was on the bug, and the bug was on the feather, and the feather was on the wing, and the wing was on the bird, and the bird was in the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest was on the limb, and the limb was on the branch, and the branch was on the tree, and the tree's in the hole, holes on the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. And on that germ, there was a smile, The prettiest smile. Show me your prettiest smiles. Yes, that you ever did see. The smile was on the germ, and the germ was on the bug, and the bug was on the feather, and the feather was on the wing, and the wing was on the bird, and the bird was in the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest was on the limb, and the limb was on the branch, and the branch was on the tree, and the tree's in a hole, and the hole's on the ground. And the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Nice singing, boys and girls. That's kind of a hard song to keep up with. And yes, I was exasperated like you were. The first time I sang it, I was around the campfire going, Scoutmaster, how long is this song? It's going on forever. And the thing I didn't know is my Scoutmaster was actually purposely adding even more to it. There were squirrels, there were chipmunks, there were dragonflies in the episode. I learned because he added more. The more we complained, the longer he made the song. I still remember that. He was a good Scoutmaster, though. So far, we learned down by the bay. We've been in the woods. We went to a button factory. I'm going to bring in some special guests for my next campfire song. This dapper fellow right here with a bow tie looking just like Mr. K, his name is Jerome Sibalou, and the guy above him is Jacob Wooden. These are two pals of mine from the opera studio I used to study at. A long time ago, it feels like, but really not too far ago. I used to study a form of music called opera at Indiana University with these gentlemen and a bunch of other people. And like you and me, they are staying home right now from their jobs as musicians, practicing safety measures and being, safe and keeping social distancing. So while they've been home, they've been doing something called Corona Covers. On YouTube, you can find them, #Corona Covers, with your parents' permission, of course. And they do a song every day because they're musicians trapped in their apartment. And what do? They put out a new song every day to keep everybody entertained. On day 39 of their coronavirus covers, I noticed that they had put out a song that was a campfire song. A lot of people don't know that this song started around campfires. Approximately around the 70s, 80s, 90s, when the movie Jaws came out, is when we think this song really took off around scouting venues and campfires. I actually learned this song through YMCA day camps before I actually heard it on YouTube and all over social media. And it's interesting how old this song is. So this is a very familiar tune, and I'm going to let Uncle Jerome and Uncle Jacob, as they like to call themselves in this video, perform one of my favorite camp songs, and I'm going to dance along with you because I love it so much. Here you go.
It's Uncle Jerome
and Uncle Jacob.
Today we're going to sing a song that you already know. And if you know the dance moves, sing and dance with us. Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark. Mommy shark doo 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 doo, mommy shark doo 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 doo, mommy shark doo 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 doo, mommy shark. Daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark. Grandma shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark. Grandpa shark doo 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 doo, grandpa shark doo 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 doo, grandpa shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark. Let's go hunt, doo 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 doo, let's go hunt, doo 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 doo, let's go hunt, doo 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 doo, let's go hunt. Run away, doo 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 doo, run away, doo 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 doo, run away, doo 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 doo, run away. Safe at last, doo 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 doo, safe at last, doo 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 doo, safe at last, doo 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 doo, safe at last. It's the end, doo 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 doo, it's the end, doo 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 doo, it's the end, doo 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 doo, it's the end.
And as you can see, just like me, Jerome really loves his ukulele. So those are fantastic. Thank you, gentlemen, for being special guests in our lesson today. Well, we've explored some interesting music today. We sang a couple of my favorite campfire songs, which are really folk songs that have been passed down for generations from around the campfire to where we're actually teaching them in our classroom now. And it's amazing how songs survive the test of time, and after hundreds of years, we're still teaching these and enjoying the beautiful music they create. With this last part of the lesson today, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to share a couple of songs that I created for you. You may not be aware that this is actually our final lesson we're recording today in our online series for WNIN, and we've been so excited at the success of this programming and just how it's been able to reach all of you, that I just wanted to share our thanks and our gratitude for students, all of you watching, all the work you've done, parents, all the great work you've done at your home, my wife who's taken off from work every day. I film these to watch our beautiful daughter out there. I love you both. Thank you so much. And just everybody out there working their tails off, teachers, administrators. We really can't express enough. So I'm going to sing a little song that I wrote for you. Students, this is directed towards you and specifically your parents as well, about how much we just miss working with you every single day, because it's tough being away from all of you and teaching virtually. I enjoy talking to students and parents almost daily, but we still miss that face-to-face interaction. So this song is called Missing All of You, and there is a part of it that's also dedicated to all our graduates, to all our 6th graders at Delaware moving on to middle school next year, to all our 8th graders moving on to high school, to all our seniors in high school graduating, to all our 5th graders moving up to middle school potentially next year, or 6th graders. This is all for you as well. Thank you all for what you've done, all the hard work you've put in, and all your dedication to the EVSC. So I'm going to get my campfire back going. And here we go. Hello, Delaware Eagles, and hello, EVSC, and hello to everyone else who's watching me. I've got a special message that I want to tell, so make sure you are listening and listen well. Please be safe at home. We hope you all are well. We know that you are missing school. Yes, we can tell. You are doing the best that you can, and parents, you are too. But that will never stop us teachers from missing all of you. Students, this is for you. Please be nice to everyone at home and learn to get along. That may be the best lesson to learn when this crisis is finally gone. And when you return, some things may change and some things may stay the same. But there's one thing that's for certain, our love of teaching you will remain. Please be safe at home. We hope you all are well. We know that you are missing school. Yes, we can tell. You are doing the best that you can, and parents, you are too. But that will never stop us teachers from missing all of you. And this next part's for all our graduates. To all of our students graduating, we are EVSC proud. We know you will accomplish wonderful things, so I sing out loud. I know you're missing out on lots of things you would do traditionally. But we know and love how you've learned and grown, and we always will, unconditionally. So please be safe at home. We hope you all are well. We know that you are missing school. Yes, we can tell. We know you're doing the best that you can, and parents, you are too. But that will never stop us teachers from missing all of you. We miss all of you. We love and miss teaching all of you. All right. Thank you for letting me share that with you today, ladies and gentlemen. And I apologize for looking over here. I got my phone over here. I'm not texting anybody during the episode, I promise. I just had the words on there so I wouldn't forget them. And I'm going to leave you around the campfire the same way my scoutmasters used to sing me off the stage when I was in scouting. We had a traditional song that we kind of borrowed the tune from a long time ago at summer camp, and I'm going to tweak it to fit kind of the ending of our series today. So this is called Hail to the EVSC. Just above, or below, excuse me. Let me try that again. Ugh. Take two. Just below the Evansville skyline, nestled on Walnut Street, lives the spirit of education and true loyalties. We are trying, always striving, evermore to be faithful to educating all learners. Hail to the EVSC. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Have a great rest of your week and a fantastic summer, Eagles and EVSC. Thank you.